Hello everyone, this is Terrence of the TSKJesusV.com, and in this video I'm going to talk about a little bit about the issue of voluntarism and slash I'm like, because Jesus is like way up here and everything else is way below. My primary issue is still Jesus. And and the issue with voluntarism is I used to label myself as a voluntarist, and I still have voluntarist tendencies. But if you have studied Christianity and you studied all the aspects of Christianity and decide to not be a Christian, or you grew up in a Christian household and you reject Jesus, please look into voluntarism, because what's unanimously accepted in society, it's politics and being political, or even being lightly political. Okay, so Mount Everest, on the peak of Mount Everest is Jesus. Okay, this is how I view it. Okay, this is how I view the relationship between Christianity and everything else. Okay, so like Jesus and Christianity is on the peak of Mount Everest. Okay, and then the next best thing is voluntarism, and that's at the sea level. Okay, that's at the ocean sea level, and then everything else is on the ocean's floor. Everything else is every other political philosophy. And all the other philosophies out there are pretty much on the ocean floor, in my perspective. This is just an oversimplification. I know there's thousands of man's-oriented philosophy that I can study and weed out which one's the best one. But for human-to-human interactions, if you're rejecting Jesus and you're rejecting Christianity, just drop it all. If you're gonna not read in the next best philosophy out there, the next best idea or whatever, is voluntarism. Okay? Voluntarism is just a simple notion of everything should be voluntary and there's no force whatsoever. So I don't force you to do anything, you don't force me to do anything, and you don't force, or you don't pay people or vote into people to force me to do stuff, or and vice versa. So that's kind of my issue. But I'm not going to dwell on it too much, because Jesus and Christianity is on the peak of Mount Everest. And the next thing is voluntarism, and that's on the ocean floor. And everything else is way below that. So like not on the ocean floor, but like the ocean level, so like the beaches or whatever. So like in terms of like the ocean level, meaning like if you go out on the beach and whatnot, then that's the ocean level, and then below that is all the other philosophies out there, especially the political philosophies. So yeah, I did drop the label, still have voluntarist tendencies, but that's kind of my whole spiel on if you're going to reject Jesus, accept voluntarism, please. Please, for the life of me and for the life of everyone else. So yeah, that's my video for today. And I still believe it's a color. Keep in mind, I still believe it's like the color of red as well. So it's just my favorite color. So I still hold to that perspective of voluntarism. It's just my favorite color, but in relation to Christianity. So that's what. That's the video for today, and bye.